Hey guys, it's Jenny, Princess of Katie. I have another Ask the Video Clerk. Now, again, like the last video I did, unfortunately, you have to rent this film. It literally came out on Tuesday. So, but I have been dying to see this film since it came out. Now, a lot of you know I'm a nerd. I'm obviously a nerd. Some of you might not know that, hey, I'm a comic book nerd. I am. Now, it's kind of funny because when I was younger, I think I leaned more to DC. And then as I got older, I leaned more to Marvel. And I tend to still lean more to Marvel, except with certain things. And this would be one of them. Now, I was worried about this film very, very much because DC does not have the record that Marvel has for their movies. That's saying, me saying that. So this movie is Birds of Prey and the fabulous Harley Quinn. I love Harley Quinn, guys. So she is not from the DC comic books until after Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. She was just, it was kind of a whole, well, actually, I don't think Daryl Dixon is in the Walking Dead comic books, but it's a very much, if you need something newer for me to compare that to, I'd say Daryl Dixon from Walking Dead. Starting out, guys, this is an R-rated film, and it deserves the R-rated film. It is a hard R. It is extraordinarily violent. It is extraordinarily bad on the language. But that was what I was hoping for. I mean, it'd be like, hey, we get a Deadpool movie and it's PG-13. That would be awful. Or here was my big worry, was because I was so excited for Suicide Squad, and it just wah for me. For me, it was just a wah because I know Suicide Squad very well, and I mean, it's bad guys who are working to help good guys. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. This is about Harley Quinn. And it's all about Harley Quinn. And it is about how she is now on her own. She has left Mr. J. And she is basically fighting to stay alive. Because Mr. J, as abusive as the Joker could be to her, as long as they were together, people put up with her. So, for those who don't know, Harley Quinn was originally the therapist in Arkham. She's a doctor, guys. She seems cuckoo now. But at one point in time, she had her life together, and then she fell in love with the Joker. There. That's all you need to know. This is a movie about that and Cassandra Cain, which is who she's kind of, in this whole mess with. And they even brought in Black Canary, which I love. That made me super, super happy. There's another character they brought in that I love, female character. Not gonna say it because I really want y'all to figure it out if you are comic book nerds. And if you know anything from the Arrow. I mean, a lot. So that's one of the bigger differences. So DC did have a tendency, and still does have a tendency, sometimes to cross over a lot more often. And they did that with this. Ewan McGregor is in this. Holy cannoli, he's amazing. I was super happy with this film. Like, it had my full attention the whole time. Chris was kind of, it's fun. And you know what? It may not be the best film. I've only seen it the one time. I'll be honest. But it was fun. Harley Quinn is just a fun character in general. And I'll be honest, Margot Robbie, when she played Harley Quinn the first time, sorry, my quarantine hair, guys, and it's irritating me. I don't like it. She was good. But, you know, Harley has always been a little bit more airheady. And she had an accent. And, you know, granted, Margot is not American. So, guys, if you thought she was, oops, she's Australian. And she does really good. And she has a great accent in this, by the way. But she kind of found, because Harley is originally from a cartoon, she finally found the right medium. Like, so she's not so over the top that she's too cartoony, but she's got just enough to where you're like, yeah, that's the Harley Quinn I know and love, which I was extremely happy with. I definitely hope that they decide to do a sequel to this, because I think it could be great. Now, I know I hated on the Suicide Squad. And I'm sorry for anybody who happens to like it. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm hoping I'll like the sequel because I love the director who took over for it. I mean, I love him, and I think he'll do a great job. So, if you don't like comic book movies, this isn't for you. If you do, maybe. Now, this is a lot of action, a lot of violence, but I mean, the main group, there are five women, and they are basically the main cast. 5 women, the main cast. We don't see that very often. And, you know, some of these girls are kind of villains. You know? They're not necessarily good guys. Some of them end up being good guys later, but, you know, they're kind of in that chaotic neutral territory. One of the things I really, really loved, and people who watched Batman the Animated Series will get, is Harley Quinn has her baby. Well, her baby. She doesn't have babies, but her baby is there. And, you know, we know that it's computer generated, but the hyena looked great. And, I mean, that is such a big part of Harley, is to have her babies. So I loved that. I really don't have... I mean, I feel like it was really well cast. We've got Rosie Perez. I mean, I do think it was really good. And I was really... I guess I was kind of blindsided about Ewan McGregor, because I honestly wasn't watching trailers because I didn't want it to be spoiled. I was that excited. I might have been even more excited if they had done a Harley Ivy movie, Poison Ivy movie, because they have their own comic book. Like, well, so do the Birds of Prey. So I regress, but it is what it is. So, do I recommend this movie? If you like this type of film, yes. So, if you like, because it's not really the Marvel films are... Okay, if you liked Deadpool, which, sorry guys, I know I'm crossing brands, But if you liked Deadpool, I think you will definitely like Birds of Prey. If you liked Suicide Squad, even though I'm kind of you will most likely like this film. So that should give you a good idea. But I will say this is not for young children. Like the one from the Marvel franchise I just talked about, it is not. This is not for children. So don't let a comic book movie, fool you. Because not all comic book movies are made for kids. Because not all comic books are made for kids. There are a lot of comic books out there that are very, very violent and are obviously not for children. So that's just kind of my, like, advisory. But I did very much enjoy this film, and Chris seemed to like it pretty well. I can't wait to sit down and watch the special features. It makes me super excited. I just thought it was a lot of fun. So, if you like my film, or you like this video, oops. If you like this video, please, like, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Ring that bell for notification, because I'm trying to do better. I'm trying, guys. Hopefully I'll be using my new camera soon, or be back to my new camera soon. This is just easier right now while we're in quarantine. That way Chris doesn't have to get off the computer. And he can work from home at any time of the day. Again, this is really Ask the Video Clerk, guys. Please, give me movies. Give me TV shows. Give me limited series. Documentaries. I don't care. If you can't think of something, give me a genre and I will find something. That'll work too. So, and I will read those comics, but again, please stay kind. Especially now, and stay safe. And I will see you soon. Okay? Bye. And stay enchanted. Always.